The storm had followed you all the way from the city, a black sheet of rain blurring the world outside the car window. Every flash of lightning carved the trees into silver bones. The men on other side of you didn't speak. The only sound was the tires cutting through puddles and your own pulse hammering behind your ribs. When the car stopped, iron gates loomed ahead taller than anything you would ever seen. The driver spoke into his radio. The gates groaned open. Beyond them stretched a long driveway lined with lights that flickered like dying candles leading to a mansion that looked as though it had been built for ghosts. You tried to breathe evenly, but your throat was raw from fear. The moment the car doors opened, rain slammed into your face. Two men gripped your arms too tightly and dragged you towards the front doors. Inside, warmth did nothing to ease the cold inside your body. The air smelled of smoke, old books, and irons. The floor were marble veined with red that looked almost like dried blood. At the far end of the corridor, a pair of doors stood open, revealing a faint orange glow. One of the men shoved you forward. You stumbled into the room. Behind an enormous desk sat John Jungkook. He was dressed simply black, short, rolled at the sleeves, silver chain at his wrist, his hair damped as if he would stepped out into the same rain that had drowned you. A small smear of blood stained one of his rings. He looked up when you entered, eyes dark and still like the calm before a detonation. No one spoke. The man who would brought you in bowed slightly and waited for his signal. Jungkook lifted a hand. The motion was silent, but it might as well have been a gunshot. They left instantly, closing the doors behind them. Now it was just you and him and the thunder outside. Come here, he said quietly. You didn't move. Your shoes left tiny puddles on the carpet. His chair creaked when he leaned back. Do you need me to repeat myself? Your voice came out smaller than you wanted. Why am I here? He gave a short laugh that carried no amusement. Your father didn't tell you? You shook your head. Jungkook's eyes followed the movement, then returned to your face. He offered you as payment. He spoke the words. The words almost lazily, as if explaining a business transaction. He lost something that didn't belong to him, and I don't like being stolen from. Your breath hushed. You accepted that? He stood, and even though he wasn't much taller than you, the distance between you shrank until it felt suffocating. He reached out, traced a single finger through the air near your face, but didn't touch you. I accepted, he murmured, not because of him, because of you. Lightning flashed white across his features, sharp jaw, damp hair clinging to his forehead, eyes that didn't blink. I don't even know you, you whispered. He tilted his head slightly, a predator studying a trembling animal. You don't have to. I know enough for both of us. When you stepped back, your heel struck the leg of a chair. Jungkook's hand shot out, steadying you by the wrist. His grip was cold but not cruel, steady like a reminder of control. Relax, he said softly. If I wanted to hurt you, you wouldn't be standing. Your skin prickled where his fingers pressed. He released you, turned a drawer in his desk, and pulled out something small. A thin chain bracelet made of a dark metal. The kind of thing that looked harmless. Harmless until you saw the initials carved inside the clasp JJK. He walked back close enough for you to feel the heat radiating from his body. Hold out your hand. No, a single brow rose. No, I'm not. Before you could finish, he took your hand anyway, gentle but unyielding. It's not a shackle, he said, fastening the bracelet around your wrist. It's a reminder. Of what? That you belong somewhere now. His voice softened into something almost sad, and that I don't return what's mine. You stared at the chain. It felt heavier than gold had any right to be. You can call this whatever you want, you said shakily, but I'm not property. Jungkook smiled, a faint curve of lips that didn't reach his eyes. Of course you are not. You are the depth itself. I don't destroy what's valuable. He returned to his chair, folding his hands together. The storm outside thundered again, but the silence between you was louder. Why me? You asked finally. His gaze flickered up. Because you were the only thing your father ever loved, and the only thing I wanted him. I wanted him to lose. Your chest tightened. You killed him? If I had, he said calmly, I would have mentioned it already. Then, after a pause that made your skin crawl, he's alive for now. Whether he stays that way depends on you. You felt the floor tilt under your feet. What do you want me to do? Nothing. Jungkook leaned forward, elbows on his knees. Eat, sleep, breathe. Exist where I can see you. That's all. For tonight. His mouth twitched again. Tomorrow we will see if you listen better. He stood, signaling that the conversation was over, but before you could take a step, he brushed a stray strand of hair from your cheek. The gesture was cruel, careful, almost tender, until he whispered, Every devil needs a reason to stay in hell. You will do. Then he turned away, leaving you standing in the middle of the room, rain echoing against the windows, your wrist burning under the weight of his mark.